guys. Can you? Right here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Good to see you
I
again.
can't hear you. Olá, Rodrigo. Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Just a second because we are trying to understand what's going on with audio here.
Can you hear me, Gilberto?
Weird. Tell us something, Bettina. Let's see. No, I
I'm
can't hear
talking
you.
here. Oh,
Nope. Oh gosh.
let me try with this.
What's going on?
How about now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me change here. Can you hear me now?
Now, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly.
Yes. So you go on the microphone, Bettina, with the and test if where is it? Okay, because seems to me
I'm
that
testing.
is not. I can't hear you. Go on the microphone.
Let me turn another mic on.
I just saw it here.
It's on. You cannot hear me?
Yeah, now we can. Sorry,
Okay.
live sessions have this kind of stuff going on, but that's it. So
Thank you.
joining
I
us.
heard you said that we have Rodrigo already here with us.
Mhm. I have
Hi,
Rodrigo,
Rodrigo.
Elizabeth, Christian, Andrea. I have a few people here. Hello, everyone. I'm going to open the chat, okay? But if somebody wants to talk something, just please write down there and I can open your mics if it's necessary, okay? But let's move on, Bettina. I think we lost a few minutes here, but let's go. We do
Thank
have a
you.
lot of things to cover, right?
Yes. Welcome, welcome, everyone. I'm truly excited that you're here because you're close friends and we are about to start a new program and we would love to share some ideas here today. For me, it's at the end of the afternoon. For you in Brazil, is in the morning. Elizabeth, who is in the United States, is also in the morning. Today is not just another date on the calendar. Today is about turning the page and stepping consciously into your next chapter. I know you personally, and probably more people are joining us online, and probably you have a big change happening in your life as well. We all have moments in life where we feel the need to pause, to breathe, to realign. And the beginning of a new year is a perfect moment to ask ourselves some powerful questions. What do I want the next 10 months to feel like? We are in February now. I want you to reflect on that question. What do I want the next 10 months to feel like? Who do I want to become? What needs to change so I can design the life I actually want? And today we're going to explore how to redefine 2026 with clarity and purpose using 6 pillars of this program called Fast Forward to 100. Pillars that address exactly what people over 50 need to thrive in a world that is shifting so fast. So I want you to take a deep breath with me because this is the beginning of a powerful new chapter, and I hope we'll do this step together. Let's start with honesty because transformation begins with awareness. Most people in our age group are facing a combination of challenges they never expected. Technology is moving faster than ever, and suddenly tools that we use for years no longer exist. That creates insecurity, and insecurity leads to avoidance. Then there is this financial anxiety with people living 20, 30, even 40 years more. The old retire model doesn't fit anymore. We need new strategies, new sources of income, and a new way of thinking about financial longevity. Many also feel a quite of sense of irrelevance, like the world is celebrating youth and forgetting the experience that you gained the past 20 years, maybe. Add to that the loss of community, the pressure of caregiving, and the unknowns of aging. It becomes a lot. But there are good news as well. These challenges are not signals of decline, they are an invitation for you, an invitation to evolve, to reinvent yourself, to build a future that makes sense for who you are today, not who you were 20 years ago. Gilberto, I want you.
Longevity, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry. Yeah, and longevity changes everything. For the first time in history, living into 80s or 90s is completely normal. But there is a problem. The world changed, but our personal planning didn't. If you think life slows down after 50, you're living outdated, and the narrative is outdated too. Most of us will still live 30 or 40 years. That's an entire second adulthood. And that means we need a second strategy. We need to must rethink what we know about our bodies, our care, how to care about our bodies. We must rethink how we work, how we learn, save, invest, and stay relevant. We must rethink our purpose, our community, and how we want to contribute. Longevity isn't about adding years to our lives. It's about health, meaning, purpose, relationships, and personal power to the years that are coming. And the earlier we shift our mindset about longevity, the better our future becomes.
And we want to combine this talk today with a little bit of tools that we've been using in our coaching sessions that work very, very powerful. One of them is a quick meditation that I would like to invite you to do together with me now. I don't know where you are. I know that Elizabeth is coming back from the gym, but I want to close your eyes for a minute. And I will close my eyes here too. I want you to imagine yourself in January 2027. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes, find a comfortable position, breathe in, breathe out, and imagine yourself January 2027. And you're looking back at the year that just passed. What would you make you say that 2026 was meaningful? I grew, I evolved, I became more myself. Maybe in this year you become more confident with technology. Maybe in this year your finances finally made sense. Maybe your health improved and you're feeling lighter, stronger, more alive. Maybe you expanded your community. Or maybe you finally started the invention you've been putting off for years. And I know that we have someone here that's starting a brand new life in March with this amazing opportunity. So I want you to visualize the fantastic life you can have ahead. Vision is not about fantasizing, it's about creating direction. When you imagine your future, the future that you want, your brain begins to adjust your decisions to match that vision. So now I want you to take a deep breath again and a breathe out and come back. So let me ask you, what needs to happen in 2026 for you to feel proud of yourself? Think about it. And nothing happens without a change of mindset. Mindset is the foundation for everything, especially after 50, because we create a lot of limiting beliefs ourselves. So a fixed mindset say, this is who I am, I can change. A growth mindset say, I'm capable of learning, adapting, evolving. And science is clear, neuroplasticity really shows that the brain has the ability to recognize itself, stays active for an entire life, meaning you can learn new technology, you can reinvent your career, you can adopt healthier habits, you can change emotional patterns you've held for decades. And here's a simple truth: your life expands or contracts based on your mindset, not your age, not your circumstances, not your past, your mindset. So I invite you to ask yourself, which beliefs from 2025 I do refuse to carry into 2026? If you have a piece of paper, write it down. I'm going to ask you again. Which beliefs from 2025 do I refuse to carry in 2026? That question alone opened the door to reinvention.
And as I said, longevity is not living longer, but living better. Strength, mobility, brain health, emotional well being. This determines the quality of your next decades. There are four pillars that are going to be held on our longevity plans: movement, nutrition, sleep, and emotional health. Small daily habits make an enormous difference. A 20-minute walk, better protein intake, more hydration, consistent bedtimes, breathing techniques to reduce inflammation, reducing loneliness, one of our biggest killers. And the earlier you start, the more you extend your health span. The years in which you function well, live independently, and enjoy your life fully. Longevity is not accidental. It's built on a habit at a time. And then we go on this other pillar that is technology. And this is one of our biggest obstacles and the biggest opportunities we have for people over 50 today. Technology. Technology can feel intimidating, but once you understand the basics, it becomes your ally. It helps you manage your schedule, your money, your health, your relationships, your work, everything. For productivity, simple tools like digital calendars, task managers, password systems, cloud storage, note apps can change your daily routine. And AI tools can save you hours of work by helping you write emails, summarize documents, plan tasks, learn new skills. Tech is not about replacing you, it's about expanding your abilities. The goal is not to master everything. The goal is to choose one tool at a time and build confidence gradually. When technology stops being a barrier, your world expands.
Yeah, we are going to talk about technology, but something important as well when talking about change is community. And not everyone knows, but I recently moved abroad again from Australia to Switzerland, and I can assure you, community, it's not a luxury, it's a necessity. A study shows that strong social connections really increase happiness, increase health, and increase even life expectancy. So many people over 50 lose community because our kids grow, the career shift, maybe you're leaving your job, people move, friendship changes, and suddenly the social circle that you used to have becomes smaller than ever before. But you don't need hundreds of people. You need a circles that energize you, people that support you and believes in your future. Community gives you emotional support, gives you inspiration, accountability, opportunities, and resilience. And I can tell you firsthand that being part of a community here in Switzerland, in Geneva, it's making a huge change in my life. I'm part of the Rotary Club. I'm part of the Lobos Entrepreneurship. I'm part of the Global Exchange and Internation, and it's making a huge change on my adaptability here when I arrive in Switzerland. So the right community doesn't just support your goals, it's a reminding of who you are, especially in moment when you're temporarily forgetting about it.
And let's talk about financial freedom, another pillar, not from a place of fear, but strategy. The traditional retirement model was built for a time when people lived to 70. Today, mainly will live to 90 or 100, even more. That means we need new ways to plan, to save, to generate income. Financial freedom is not about having millions, but it's about reducing risk and increasing flexibility. It's about understanding cash flow, simplifying expenses, planning for long-term health, and exploring additional income streams that fit your lifestyle and your strengths. When your finances align with your longevity, you'll gain something priceless: peace of mind. Tina?
Yeah, when talking about income, something that really, really is important is the career reinvention. Your career does not end after 50, it evolves. And I can assure you, I'm reinventing my career. Since I moved here, I quit my job in Australia, and I'm reinventing myself as a consultant, as a coach here too. And today, the world values the wisdom, values emotional intelligence, communication, leadership, problem solving more than ever. And I know that the majority of you that are listening to us, you have all of that. And your experience is not outdated, it is undervalued. And we're here to change that. Career reinvention doesn't mean starting all over. It means reposition your strength into something that feels meaningful for you today. It could be maybe consulting, maybe mentoring, maybe freelancing, entrepreneurship, open your own business, a project role, or a hybrid career. These are some opportunities now for people that are 50 and up more than ever. So, if you know how to position your experience with confidence, you can achieve anything you want. That's why we want to help you redefine your values and your mission. So, when the purpose is clear, the motivation comes effortless. And that's what we want to help you do. First, we need to define your values, the values that really matters to you, the mission, how do you want to live and contribute in this world? So most people they feel lost because they lack some skills, but the skills are not a problem. They lack direction because skills you can acquire at any moment. When you know your values, decision making becomes more and more easy. When you know your mission, every day has a meaning. You go to sleep and say, I did my best today. So, purpose is not a luxury, purpose is the fuel that makes you move. And that's what we're going to teach in our training here. And we'll help you with that.
And basically, this is the beginning of something that make me and Bettina together again. We were partners a long time ago, and basically, this was something very different. We were feeling pretty much the same way. How can we start something new, okay, with a method that can help people? And basically, dreams are great, but action is better. Try this. Rate yourself in 8 life areas: work, health, relationships, growth, finances, fun, meaning, and community. Where do you shine? Where do you want to grow? Set one smart goal and break it in small steps. Remember, small, honest actions build trust and momentum. Are you ready to design the week you can actually live? Our program brings the emotional, physical, social, and psychological components for a reinvention together. And it adds the strategic, technological, and financial elements for that people truly need to stay relevant and empowered. Bettina, let me just switch slides here, right? Bettina
Yes,
is
we
an
wanted to talk a
yes,
little
sorry.
bit about each other, our experience, and
Mhm. Yeah,
Why we're
I think
together again.
yeah, and basically we met long time ago. Let's not talk about this, right, Bettina? But Bettina is, I know a lot of you guys know her, okay, but she's an entrepreneur, an executive, a certified health coach over 25 years or more, international professional experience across businesses, leadership and personal development. Her work focuses on mindset, well being, health, spirituality, relationships, longevity, combining executive experience with coaching certifications and systemic constellation trainings. At fast forward to 100, Bettina supports participants in designing balance, purpose lives with clarity, resilience, and long-term vitality.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about Gilberto. We met, I will tell them, 10 years ago when I
Okay,
moved to
okay.
the United States. I wanted to start a tech company there, and I couldn't do it by myself. I said, I need someone who speaks Portuguese, who is tech confident. I want the best in Brazil. So I did a research and I found about Gilberto's company. He's been in the tech market for more than 20, 30 years, and he was the best implementing Salesforce at that time. And we started a company implementing CRMs for nonprofits. And now we just want to launch a new program, and I wanted to use his experience in technology. Gilberto is an expert in digital transformation. And as I mentioned, he has more than 25 years of experience internationally, working in Latin America, working in the United States with different platforms, CRM systems, and now he is specializing himself in AI driven solutions. So he is the ideal partner to teach you about global technology, to help you develop your leadership, to help you save time using technology and creating smarter systems. So he will be taking over all this technology part of the course. Also, financial freedom. He's really good on investing money. So he's going to lead this part of the program as well. And also the professional development. If you decide to become a consultant, he will be the person to support you as well. So we're combining our skills to launch a program that will support you in the next chapter of your life. And what's coming next is that we are building a community and we are doing this live event today to invite you to be part of our community. Gilberto, can you explain a little bit how they can join our community and what's the purpose of this community?
I think that Bettina mentioned it before. Basically, you don't have to do it alone, to do this kind of thing alone. Our community is a support system, accountability, real time answers, encouragement on every step of the way. Imagine having access to a mastermind session, progress trackers, productivity apps, and more. This is where practical tools met human support. Are you ready to belong to a group that lifts you higher? After the session, you will receive an email with a login to our community where you can see a lot of posts, and we are putting more and more. We are starting this right now. So you're going to see all the pillars we are talking, 6 pillars, and an event calendar. Within this community, you can talk, you can expose your ideas. It's a safe place for us to grow together, and we are going to guide you through this process.
And something important, that's a free community you can join. We'll be talking about those 6 pillars. Let me just reframe them, summarize here: professional development, technology, financial security, well being, energy, how to have energy, and build relationships. So, on those 6 pillars, we will be having content flowing to this community, and we want you to contribute with your own knowledge We want you to share posts, share contents. I know, for example, Elizabeth, your husband, it's really, really good on planning the retirement. I want Carlos to join us as well. I want you all coming to our community and contributing with your knowledge, with everything that you want to share, ask questions. And Gilberto and I, we will be there daily also answering questions. And on the community, you're going to have a tab with all the events we're planning. The idea is that we're going to have a live event once a week starting in March. And on this live event, we're going to have drops of wisdom where we're going to talk a little bit about content that are available in our training. The training is called Fast Forward to 100, but the community is a free community for everyone who wants to talk, wants to learn more about 6 pillars that we mentioned today.
And basically, we are going to walk this journey with you. The page is turning, and we want to write with you the next chapter together. Basically, we do have this course that is a 6-week program, okay? But as Bettina said, we don't think that we need just to sell it for those who want, but we are going to take all the content of it and drop in small sessions every week just to make sure that we are doing our part on this community. Okay, so we are going to support you. We are going to write your next chapter. We are going to be there with you. Okay, just to see you grow, and we are going to grow together. I
Yeah,
think that's it,
so
Bettina.
we're gonna have, yes, live events, free live events every week. If you wanna learn about these concepts online, it will be possible. And please join us, contribute, share, invite your friends, and we will let you know once we have a new live event. And we will go deeper on each pillar and sharing more content with all of you. Thank you so much for being with us today. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to contact us via WhatsApp, on our email here, wecare@fastforward100.com. We have a phone number as well, but we will be available in our communities and hope to see you again soon. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.